Hi, I'm Natasha Williams from Quantum Change, and I'm a master life and transformation coach. And I specialize in helping people who are struggling with anxiety and depression as well as toxic relationships. And in this part 4 of my anxiety series videos, I just want to discuss how you get that soul connection. Now, first of all, you come through your parents, and your parents gave you life, your parents gave you love, whether it was whether you didn't experience love directly from your mother, the love energy will come through your mother's side of your genetics. So when you're not experiencing the full life force because your father maybe withdrew, or maybe he was absent, or he wasn't there for you, or your mother wasn't there for you, you still owe it to your parents to thank them for the life that you've been given. Your genetic makeup, all your beliefs and your values come through your parents. And so even if you have a mismatch, you don't have to like them, you don't have to love them, but you do have to thank them, because otherwise you deny your very existence. And by denying your existence, you can never have a connection to yourself. So it's about acknowledging yourself on a body, a mind, and a spiritual level. You can't just acknowledge yourself on a spiritual level and say, you know what, my physical body's here, but I'm not even going to thank my parents for it. There's a reason you chose your birth parents, and it was for your soul growth. If you don't believe in the soul growth stuff that I talk about, please don't watch the videos. I am speaking to people that are wanting to learn and grow, and when you keep your mind closed as to possibilities that are out there, then you won't have that opportunity for growth. And I'm again not saying that you have to love your parents for it, but I am saying that you need to forgive what happened. Forgiveness comes at a deep level. You need to forgive what happened so that you can accept that you are here on this earth and you've been put here for a reason. Once you're able to do that and you accept that this is your lot, can't change it, here you are, whatever happened between your parents and how they decided to raise you and how they brought you into this world was their choice. Your choice comes from what are you going to do while you are here? Are you going to blame them, or are you going to acknowledge them and say, thank you for the lesson, this is what I choose not to have? Or I will take the good and I will leave you with what didn't work, because that is your responsibility. And it's a simple matter of going within and saying, I will take my part in it and I give you yours. And you can do that now. You can close your eyes. You can say, thank you, Father, for bringing me into this world, for giving me life. I thank you for what you gave to me. I take you as my Father. I only accept those parts that are good, and I accept my part in it, and I give you yours. And you can do the same with your mother. I thank you, Mother, for giving me love, for nurturing me, for holding me in your womb. And for that I thank you. You are my mother, no more, no less. And I will take my part in it and I give you yours. And that is just a simple exercise. It'll take you 2 minutes. And maybe you need to do it a few times. Maybe you need to go back further. Maybe that wound is so deep. But I don't want you to get stuck in the wound. I just want you to have that realization. And once you have physically acknowledged your presence here on earth, you now need to, you've also mentally acknowledged it, you now need to acknowledge your soul connection. And that connection is, why did I choose to come here? What is my purpose? Why am I here? Rather than blaming society or blaming somewhere else, when you step into your shoes of responsibility and you say, well, you know what, here I am, I've accepted my lot, what am I going to do with it? That is where your power lies. And when we get stuck in anxiety and depression, it's because we get stuck in the detail. We get lost in the story. Your mind starts wandering and you start going back into, oh, he said this and she said that, and now I must do that, and I hate it, and the weather's so bad, and my feet hurt. Whatever the story is, you get stuck in the story. And when you take yourself out of the story and you see the bigger picture, you actually start getting out of your mind and into your soul. And the soul and the mind cannot coexist at the same time. Either your mind will be talking and you'll be listening to the story that your mind is saying, and which is just repeating past experiences. Or you will be tapping into your soul, listening, waiting to hear what is inspiration. And there's a big difference between inspiration and the mind echo. And when you are in the moment, in the now, and you let go the thoughts and you just observe what's going on, you don't judge it. Your body's going to have emotions. It's how it operates. It's your body's language. But you don't get caught up in the emotional state. You just observe it. Your mind's function is to think and have thoughts. That's what it does. That's how it operates. You can't switch off your mind and tell it not to have thoughts, and you can't tell your body not to have feelings. The problem is when you get caught up in them and sucked up into them, that you think that this life experience is reality. And the truth is, it's a real experience that you're having, but it's not going to be forever. Because when you look back in your life, you'll see that you've had many different experiences. And a lot of the good experiences you had were a result of different thoughts that you had, different situations that you were in. And those you all have control over. So when you take yourself out of the story and you look at it as an outsider, imagine yourself looking through your eyes but behind your eyes. When you separate yourself from being in it, you're not in the game, you're watching the game. And you realize when I switch that game off, I am perfect, I am all-knowing, I am everything. That is where true liberation lies. And people often get caught up in having to find and fix and deal and, you know, I need this person to say sorry, I'm never going to be able to let it go. I need my father to acknowledge me. You're never going to get there because you're getting deeper and deeper and deeper into the mind and into the brain. And the answer doesn't lie in the mind. The mind can only tell you the thoughts that it keeps having. Your body can only tell you the feelings. It's your soul that actually is the driver. But your soul is going to stand back and watch you while you're in this game because that's what you're choosing to experience right now. So it might sound confusing. Maybe it's put a light on for you. But I really do hope that it will give you some more insight. And I will be doing a series on depression. It will be also very brief, just an outline. If you do need help with anxiety or overwhelm and you really want to get to that space, I do coaching. I've had amazing results, and the results again are not based on what I do. It's on helping you get to that point where you're able to have those insights and that aha moment. Please like my videos or subscribe. I'll be releasing new content every week, and I hope you have an amazing week.